Welcome to Paul's Experimental Workshop, where the scientist, engineer, and maker and me all come out. We build stuff, we try stuff, put things together, see what works, see what doesn't, and we have some fun making things. Here is today's project, a 3-box planner made by putting together some 1x4 furring strips, not 1x4 good pine, so a little less expensive. Cost about $17 for the wood. The boxes are not attached, so they come off and you can work with them. Got some angles there to help give some support. A couple flaws that I did was I didn't realize that attaching those top cross supports, these things, when I got to the top one, I didn't think about it and I put it all the way out, which actually makes the two vertical boards, makes everything kind of push out, which means that there is a different amount of space between the box and the board as you go down. Not a big deal, something I'll fix next time. Also, these supports here, as you can see, are a little bit long, and it makes this bottom box, gives it a great back support, but it doesn't quite let it go all the way back that we'd want it to get a better balance. So something else to fix in the next iteration. Pretty simple to put together, and it is stained with some deck stain. I use some Olympic Elite Kona Brown to get some kind of nice color to it. I started with 9 1x4 furring strips just to have an extra. You should only need 8 to make this. I sanded them all to get the roughness off because they're furring strips, not #1 prime. Here are the cuts you need to make, so you might want to freeze this, write these down. I put a stop at the end of my miter saw to make it easier to cut everything the same length without having to measure, remeasure, mark. It was a little trick someone showed me, and it was pretty nice to pop through those cuts. So again, there's just another way, putting a stop for different size things. Now I glued things together as well as screwing them or nailing them. Now I actually have an air nailer, nice little thing. I use that much more than I use screws. Make sure you use outdoor screws. Here's I put the boxes together first. Here's putting the bottom of the box on. Now you want to lay out all the boards for the left side, right side pieces, and make sure you flip it over to do the other side. Otherwise you make two of the same. You want to make sure some things line up, the front of things, some spacing like that bottom horizontal bar. You want to make sure equal spacing to the bottom. Here is the bar that I'm talking about. Now this is putting the back support on. Once you get the back support on, put the bottom shelf on. And then I want to put the top shelf on. Did that a little wrong. I put it out a little too wide, so things kind of fade out. Squeeze the verticals in a little bit. Now, putting that middle shelf in, you want to make sure it's level. You also want to make sure it's about the right height, kind of in the middle. So you're going to have to put a vertical support here, and you got to find where to put the support. And this is just, kind of showing, where I want the shelf to be, and therefore the support's going to come up to there. And then you see on this picture, the bottom board is actually just a spacer helping put that support board on. And then here's putting the shelf on. So yeah, the shelf goes out sticks out farther than the uprights. Yeah, the top one doesn't do that, and that's a little mistake I made. Here's what it looks like. Side view also. Angles to make it nice. Give it a little support. And I stained it with a Kona Brown deck stain. This is a nice little color. And here is what the final look is. So, if you want to hit me up, questions, answers, hints, suggestions, there's my contact information. Thanks a lot. Bye.